What are we doing?
I'm horse shopping.
That's not what we're doing.
Sorry, that's what I'm doing right now.
We picked up some friends over here in Paris, Missouri, from Tony Francis. We usually get our rams from him. As most of you know, we have a closed flock. We bring rams in only, but we bring them from a trusted source, so we don't have to worry about disease coming in with them. And since we're up here at Paris, Missouri, we thought, hey, you know, Paris, Missouri, Perry is not far from there. We know some people over there, so we came up here to visit them. So Jason and Kayla, as you can see from their barn, they make large squares, and we're not saying we're going to, but we are considering it. So in our area, we're just an anomaly. We raise sheep, most people raise cattle. Most people also use round bales because they're gonna feed them with a bale bed on their truck during the winter. We don't do that. We feed inside a livestock barn, and that's how it will be because that's when ours lamb. So it's easier for us to do that and then collect all the manure and go spread it back on the hayfield. What we don't know is where we want to go next. Do we want to just buy a nice round baler, or do we want to go towards the squares? We have somewhere to store it inside, so that doesn't really stop us one way or the other. The only thing that kind of stops us at this point is the idea of, one, do we have the knowledge, or would we have the knowledge to be able to fix it? And then how are we going to feed it? So we're either going to have to make some sort of hay rack to put them in, and it'll change our feeding schedule too, because you said those will end up weighing
about 700 pounds.
About 700 pounds, and they're 3 by 3 by 8.
Yep,
700 pounds. So it's not that much less. So it still lasts about the same amount of time.
Right.
Because right now a round bale, we put 5 round bales out, and they weigh probably around 800 pounds ish, and they'll last. 5 round bales will last us for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
so
wow! Yeah.
they don't eat that much.
Yep.
So like sheep eat.
Yeah, they don't eat.
No.
Because
So
I put out
roughly
four big squares every day for my cows.
And then
Yeah,
they get
we
a
plan for 4
pound of
pounds
grain
per head per day
And see,
of
we
just
don't put
dry
out
matter.
any grain
Yeah.
at all. So all ours is on haylage. But this year they'll be on some corn silage. Hopefully the corn grows.
And doing that's going to cut down on our...
Yeah.
So we can
Big
sell
squares.
more hay.
If you don't know who these folks are, by the way, this is Kayla and Jason, Chronicles of the Farmer's Wife. So if you haven't checked out their YouTube channel, go check it out. They have a lot of good stuff. A lot more hay is put up there than it is at our place. So you see probably 4 videos, maybe 5 videos of hay related work for us during the year as far as putting it up. You're going to see them for months on that channel.
That's all we do. Hay's our niche.
But so essentially it works as similar as a square baler, like a small square, just obviously in larger quantities. And then I guess whenever it comes to picking them up, how do you guys just use a forklift? Can you spear them still?
Yeah, you can spear them. You really need a 3 spear though. And then
Oh,
I've
yeah,
also
because
got
how
a
far
one
out
up there
there?
too that's got 4 spears on the bottom, and then it's got claws on each side, and they grow in and grab, which allows me to I can pick up 3. So like when I set them in the barn, I do the bottom 3, and then I do the top 3, and I do all that with my skid loader.
I say we can reach pretty high with our skid loaders. So
Yeah.
Probably the same thing we do.
Yep.
The how tall is that out of curiosity?
They're 19.
19.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a little
because the bales are 18.
So we'd be able to do 5 then.
Yeah.
We might be able to be close. I don't think we'd be able to get the 6th one on, because ours is like 17 and some change. So.
No, I
So
don't
in the
think
back there, you can see there's little bales. I don't like to face a barn off with little bales because they just get ruined. So like in the back there's about roughly 6,000 little bales, and then in front here, I guess there's
Makes sense. A little block more.
So 40. There'll be 48 big squares.
I guess theoretically, if rain were to get in there and really penetrate that, you're only wasting,
Yeah.
one face of bales instead of,
Right.
1,000. Well, not 1,000, a lot of squares, small squares.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess obviously you can't leave these out because they don't shed water.
Right. No.
I get that. But if you, well, no, it still wouldn't matter. So even if you put that preservative on there, like if you use the preservative, it wouldn't make a difference. Okay.
Yeah, it's still gonna bleach or whatever. The best thing is if you had doors, then we wouldn't bleach at all. But
well, ours bleach too.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean,
the
we're
best
kind of at the point where if the animals don't want to eat it because it doesn't look good,
Right.
I guess they'll go hungry.
Yep. That or they'll pick through what they want. And the rest is just bedding or carbon, whatever.
Yeah, I'd say
Whatever it is.
in our case it goes back to a hayfield. So
Right.
I guess that's At least you guys don't have to deal with that.
And for us, the whole reason, like all our non-quality hay for like what we sell, that's the whole reason we got into the cows. Because otherwise, beforehand, we were just putting it in a compost pile and you weren't utilizing it. Now, everything that we can't quote unquote sell goes straight to the cows to benefit them. So it's helping hand in hand. It works together.
So our lesser quality hay, we just blend with a byproduct to make it good feed. So
how do you, or can you, do you have a, you don't have a deal that catches them?
Accumulator?
Yeah, accumulator, there you go, that's the word I was looking for. So for
my,
the little ones you do?
Just my little accumulator.
Okay.
So that's
most of our fields that we're doing with this is just, so I'll take an inrows off of a field or something like that, or just some little patches, so it'd make it a lot longer.
Just wouldn't have enough room to turn. It's already hard to turn.
Yeah, I imagine it's a little bit harder to turn.
Yep.
I will say though, obviously this baler does weigh more, I get that, but with the way the tires are, and they're much larger, they float well.
Yep.
So I wouldn't have to worry so much about, because sometimes our baler, like if it's a softer year,
right?
Obviously this year wasn't.
And then this back axle, it's a steerable one too, so it actually.
Oh, it'll turn with you. Okay.
Yeah, you have a lot.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
How is it connected to the hydraulics of the tractor then?
Yep. So it either locks it or unlocks it, and then just whichever way you go, it'll just float.
Oh, I see.
It'll just float whichever way it needs to go.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So.
Oh, so okay, I got you.
Yep.
Yeah. So whenever you plug it in and you literally put that remote in float, then it can do whatever it needs.
Right.
That's smart. That's pretty cool.
Yep. It just helps you go around and turn a little more.
And then obviously it doesn't do nut wrap.
Nope.
But a lot of twine.
About 8 balls of twine, 4 on each side to get started.
Just to get started. Okay.
Yep.
So you don't get to carry that a whole lot extra with you.
How
many?
It'll go pretty far though.
I say, how many bales can you knock out? So with all this, let's say this is all full, so 10, or even the 8 that you say you have to start
You'd probably be able to do around 600, I'd say.
600?
Yeah.
That'll get me through a couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Yeah, I'd be pretty close. Because we made 75 this year.
Right.
But eventually we'll start doing more custom bales. That's the other thing we were wondering about is, because like custom bales for us, like I said, people buy round bales. They're easy to do. You don't really need anything special to do it. Or you can store them outside. But it's, I don't know. It's a big question for us. It's, I know you guys transitioned from rounds, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. This is our second year with this. We don't do any rounds. It's just small square and big square.
So that makes sense though. I mean, if you're shipping it,
Yep.
you can set more on a semi. It's easier to strap.
They are,
around,
yeah.
easier to store.
They don't shift.
Yeah.
And
A lot easier.
there's no wasted space either. That's
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Actually, matter of fact, I'll try to remember, and I'll get a picture, and I'll put it side by side with this, so you can see right here. Right. That's all. I mean, there's a narrow walkway, or way past the barn, but that's not because it's just because you couldn't fit another one.
Right.
But you can see how it goes straight up and around the top, no waste. I'll put a picture of this next to ours so you can see the comparison of what we mean by the wasted space. It's accumulator. I wonder how much the accumulators are. I guess the accumulator wouldn't be that big of a deal though, because I'm not doing thousands of them.
That's you're not going around. And what we do too is, like, so if we're in the field, we'll set generally we set, like, we'll go get one, set on top of another, and then just take them two and set them around on a trailer.
Yeah.
And then that way, if you're not going very far, you don't have to strap. But once you get that third one up there, you really start getting top heavy, and then you'll have to strap. But so if you figure the time that you have to strap down, or just take one less, and
we're bad farmers, and we don't strap down our round bales, even when we stack them on top. Don't tell anybody.
I just want you to know that we don't strap down either.
We don't strap little bales either.
We don't strap little bales. Jason said you're going to learn to carry them, and you're going to learn to turn wide enough that you do not have to lose a load, because you're going to be hand stacking them.
But I'd say also with the squares, you can stagger. So like if I'm stacking them this way, right, then I can go north south the next time.
Yeah, no, ours just sit up.
Oh, okay, you just stack them right now.
Yeah, they're all the same way.
Oh, I gotcha.
So,
you do 3 wide?
Grab together
yep.
too.
So you're 9 feet coming out?
So like these, well, actually they're about 8.5. Yeah, about 9. I mean, it will hang over a little bit.
So we're learning all about how square balers work and how all the equipment that goes with them works.
So when a bale comes down here, there's a door, and then when your last bale is in here, it just stays open.
Oh, then it holds it shut. Yep.
And then does that over, and then so it does right here, and then it does this one, and then fills up this one. And then when this goes, this shoves over, and then your last bale trips that black thing.
Oh, it trips the release?
It opens up the gate.
I don't have to run any levers in the tractor to open. It just automatically kicks out.
Okay, so this is completely automated then.
Yep.
Yep.
And this will set it down. Oh, we'll have to go back over it. We'll show you the grapple that they use. It's an Allis Chalmers forklift too, so there's some hope for them yet.
Yeah, there you go.
But all right, so this will set it down, and then all you're doing is picking it up with that grapple.
15 at a time, yeah.
15 at a time, and then
Yep.
you've got that tire set up that you're talking about. If you don't, so what if you didn't have that tire? Will it matter? Will it still like
No,
if you pick them up? Would it matter?
Yeah,
you can still pick them up. You just won't be able to, like, there's a load on that trailer, and
yeah.
I mean, that trailer with its tied like it is, I don't have to strap it. If it wasn't on there, you'd have to strap it.
That's an old Army trailer, though.
Yep.
Yeah. I could tell.
Yep.
They make good stuff.
They do.
They just don't use it for long. I don't know why.
I put 450 bales on that trailer and just back her in. So
that's pretty smart.
if I need to.
All ready to go. So all you gotta do, are you gonna throw more on the front, or is it?
I do,
That's
but
just a load.
I do. No, I
Okay,
usually
just
do
because of the barn.
I can't get it in the barn. So
Gotcha.
the other night
That's
we were
smart.
down here till 5 in the morning, and I'm just trying to scramble,
just-
putting stuff away. So I'm like,
Yeah,
take
'cause it was gonna
75
rain.
bales off that one, back her in, you know.
I was getting tired. I was falling asleep
And
in
then,
the field.
and then I have a gal that said, so we had some gal come by and got like 5 or 6 bales of hay, and she showed it to another gal that is one of my normal clients as well, and she goes, I want that hay. So
That's why it's still on the trailer.
I've got to take like 150 bales off that trailer, but she wanted that exact hay. So
Well, that works out well.
yeah, so
That's good advertisement, I guess.
Yep. So
Yeah. You use your mixer?
that was an auction special, and it needs a little bit of work, but
Little TLC.
we have another one down in the other barn we're using.
Oh, so you guys.
This is just a bigger one.
Maybe I haven't seen that. I'm a little behind on videos. I'll have 45 days of watching videos because I won't be able to do much else. So I've been
I
saving.
think I'm gonna have like another 45 videos.
It's fine because I'll need something to kill the time.
He's gonna take a lot of naps, eat a lot of cookies, and watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah. I'll be on crutches for 4 weeks. Can't really do much.
Man.
What are
Like-
you doing?
I gotta get hip surgery. They taught us so much about square balers.
And we didn't even get in the field yet.
No, we didn't get in the field yet. We're gonna do that in August, but I hope you guys enjoyed the knot. We put a slow-mo on there just to show how it works, because it's kind of cool to see things on slow motion. We've done that with on last year's and even this year's hay videos. You've seen that, where we'll put something in slow motion just so it shows everyone how it works, and it's more complicated than usually we can describe, I guess. Or I'm not a wordsmith. I think you guys know that. But we really appreciate Kayla and Jason showing us around and showing us that. Helps us give guidance for whether or not we want to go that route, or if we want to stick with round balers or even go to small squares. They showed us their accumulator and stuff, because that was our other big concern, is we don't have a lot of kids aren't around that want to do laborious stuff like throwing hay bales. So it's a harder thing to find now. So knowing that there's an option that'll get us there, that's good. But we greatly appreciate it, Kayla and Jason.
Yep.
Come back
If you guys
anytime.
haven't, please check out Chronicles of a Farmer's Wife on YouTube, Instagram. Yeah.
Yep.
All the
And
social media
all the
platforms.
social media platforms. I guess you were smart and got on there before.
I got there. I got there.
We didn't. So we're usually Freedom Farms USA on every
Hey.
stuff. But either way. So
Still
thank
gotta
you guys.
find you.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Go
Yeah.
check them out, and we'll see you next time. Have a blessed week. Do you like your odds? There's 5 of you, and there's 117 of these guys. Gals. All right, time to let you guys out, but we gotta push these guys back first.